Welcome back. I am starting to feel that the commentary is real. I'm recording all of these in a row. This is chapter 4, and at this point my notes significantly expand. So, because of our rule set saying items cannot be purchased outside of battle, we cannot buy a javelin in the updated world map shop. This drastically changes how we tackle the chapter, and the template I had been following for help and ideas of other people's work, and like LTCs are a collaborative project, yada yada. I've had to reroute a little, but this is the first chapter where my routing abilities are put to the test, and it's rough. Not having javelins significantly increases the amount of turns that this will take. This map can normally be done in 3 turns, but we have to do it in 5. This is what I meant when, in the prelude video, I said, hopefully not being able to buy from world maps won't bite us, is it really does. This significantly, like, if we had a javelin there, lovely, we get some extra damage. And we have a so you do see that javelin on Seth. That's our only javelin. We need that thing. That thing will save us at least a turn this map alone, and it will expend its 20 uses far quicker than you would expect. And we're out of javelins for past chapter 8, if not further. Javelins are perhaps the most important weapon in the game, because they allow you to attack at 2 range, so it would allow Seth to counterattack archers and mages, and it allows you to significantly increase the amount of enemies you can clear out in a single enemy phase. This is an enemy phase game, which means most of the maximum work you can do is during the enemy phase, where you can kill significantly more on the enemy than player phase. Enemy quality is far worse than your player units. And as you can see with Seth here, just clearing out these monsters. Now Seth is going to go and take on the boss. And he needs to keep that javelin equipped to kill that mogul, the eyeball. Otherwise, we would have loved to equip a different weapon. But, say, Olivia, you have to burn those uses. This is me trying to get Ross some experience. And here, I make a blunder. I make a serious blunder. Because Colm got hit there. And I misinterpreted a specific event that's going to happen. This is me trying to figure out what's the most efficient way to break the tree and kill the Bone Walker, the guy with the sword. Arthur is a new recruit we have gained, and he does light magic. We will be seeing him on and off, but he's not particularly stellar at anything. His compatriot resides in the village, just by Franz. But if we don't visit the village, she will come out and join us at the end of the chapter. And at this point, I realize I have messed up, because there's going to be some reinforcements that spawn. See how many javelin uses are being burned? That's 8, if I recall. That could have been up to 8, if I recall. The miss there is not relevant. Just so we could kill the eye that turn. These are the best characters in the game, but we don't get to see them. And there it is. And this is the second blunder I make. Is I assume that with the forest defense boost and whatnot, Colm will be able to survive. And I healed him, or he'll dodge, because he's very good at dodging. But because I triggered by going down into the lower left quadrant, I triggered these reinforcements, and I was not entirely ready for them. If you do the 3-turn strat, they would not have been triggered at this turn. Now, Colm is actually in significant risk of death. I should have moved him to the tree diagonal of Ross. And we are going to see Another dicey scenario where he gets hit by a 32. Again, very unlikely. And then another very unlikely hit. I think it's roughly equivalent to Thunder Para full, and then the next turn full Para-ing. Maybe? But we've lost Colm, which means even if we had trained Ross, it would be completely irrelevant because we need both of them to do the trick in Chapter 7. But I did not realize this at the time. I'm trying to plan chapter by chapter because at any moment I could mess up like that and have another death that irrevocably shakes the run. This is not going to be the worst instance of luck we see yet. That's coming soon. And by soon, I mean it'll be a while down. This is where I have to spend another 2 turns cleaning up the remaining enemies. But at this point, the damage is done. I'm a little frazzled because I lost a very good unit, and then I make a bad play with Vanessa, and barely get bailed because if that Bone Walker was in range, she would be in range to die. And now I finish up the map. That was our first death. Colm the Thief, who would be instrumental in furthering our lowering our turn count and getting some very crucial items in Chapter 8, has died. I could have visited that village maybe and had Erica killed, but I want EXP on Franzen again, the mage girl in that village, who I do not intend to use very much. She will see one use later on. Just auto-recruits herself at the end. Thank you. That was Chapter 4 in 5 turns.